comes to our minds whenever we hear the word fasting? Words like hunger or no food, diet, sacrifice. These things run in our minds whenever we hear the word fasting. Although it's true, we are physically depriving ourselves from our physical needs and wants, but I believe there's also something that happens in our spirit whenever we fast. Fasting should actually be part of a discipline of a Christian. Fasting is an act when we shift our focus on our physical needs and wants and shifting our focus on God alone. A very interesting verse talking about fasting in Daniel chapter 9, verse 3. Daniel said, "Then I turned my face to the Lord God, seeking Him by prayer and pleas for mercy, with fasting and sackcloth and ashes." Very interesting, the first part of this statement says, "I turned my face to the Lord God." It's very obvious that when you look at this statement, Daniel's attention, Daniel's devotion, and his eyes were focused on God alone. And I believe that's the attitude of fasting. In fact, he said it in this verse, with fasting and sackcloth and ashes. So if you look at Daniel chapter 9, verse 3, Daniel was focused on his attention, his eyes, and his devotion only focused on God. But not only that, he was doing it with prayer and fasting. Church, may that be a reminder for us, the attitude that we need to have whenever we fast as a church every year at the start of 2015. Our attitude is that our spirit, our total devotion, our strength, our soul, our mind is focused on God alone. So when we look at fasting, we may physically lose weight, but spiritually, we gain more of God. Eating in a fancy restaurant or tasting the yummiest food in the world is nothing compared to gaining more of God in our lives. I remember the words of John the Baptist in which he said, "I must decrease so Christ may increase." Let that be our attitude as we fast and pray next year.